Hey Capricorn, I just sat down with my cards and something really interesting is happening with your energy right now. I wanted to pull some cards for you because I've been feeling this shift, and I think you need to hear this today. So I shuffled my deck and asked what Capricorn needs to know about the news and luck coming their way. And let me tell you, the cards that came out are absolutely fascinating. I'm getting goosebumps just looking at this spread. The first card that appeared is the Devil, and honestly when I saw this I had to pause for a moment. Now I know the Devil can sound scary, but stay with me because this is actually revealing something really important about your situation. Right now, this card is showing me that there's been something holding you back, Capricorn. Maybe it's a pattern you've been stuck in, or a situation that's had way too much control over your life. I'm seeing chains here, but here's the thing, these chains are loose. The card is literally showing that you have the power to walk away anytime you want. This news that's coming is going to make you realize just how much power you've been giving away to something or someone that doesn't deserve it. The universe is bringing you this wake-up call, and it's going to feel both liberating and maybe a little uncomfortable at first. I'm getting that some of you have been in a cycle of self-sabotage, maybe overworking yourself to the point of exhaustion or staying in situations that drain your energy because you think you have to. This card is saying that the news coming your way is going to break this pattern wide open. It could be information that changes your perspective completely, or an opportunity that makes you realize you don't have to settle anymore. The stroke of luck here is that you're finally going to see clearly what's been binding you, and you'll have the courage to break free. I'm also picking up on financial matters here. Like maybe you've been too attached to security in a way that's actually limiting your growth. The Devil often represents materialism, and I'm sensing that some news about money or resources is coming that will challenge your relationship with material things in the best way possible. This is about realizing your worth isn't tied to what you own or control. Now the second card that came through is Two of Swords, and this is giving me such specific vibes about a decision you've been avoiding. Can you relate to this, Capricorn? I feel like you've been sitting on the fence about something important, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. This card shows someone blindfolded with two swords crossed in front of them, literally blocking their heart shot. The news that's coming is going to force you to make a choice you've been postponing. Here's what's interesting though. The stroke of luck is that this decision is going to be so much clearer than you think once you remove the blindfold. Right now you might feel like you don't have enough information, or that both options are equally risky. But the universe is about to deliver some clarity that makes the path forward obvious. I'm getting strong energy around relationships here. Like maybe you've been torn between two people or two different directions in your love life. Or this could be about a career choice where you've been weighing the pros and cons endlessly without being able to commit. The news coming might be something you hear from someone else, or it could be an inner realization that suddenly makes everything click into place. What I love about this card in your reading is that it's saying you already know the answer deep down. You've just been scared to acknowledge it because it means change. The lucky break here is that circumstances are aligning to support whichever choice your heart is really calling you toward. I'm also seeing that this period of indecision has actually been serving a purpose. It's been giving you time to build inner strength and clarity about what you truly want. So don't beat yourself up about taking your time with this. The universe has been protecting you by keeping you in this holding pattern until the right moment. The third card is Seven of Cups, and wow, this is adding such an interesting layer to your reading. This card is all about having multiple options and possibilities in front of you. But here's the catch. Not all of them are real or viable. I'm seeing you being presented with what looks like amazing opportunities in the near future, Capricorn. The news coming your way might involve several different offers or paths opening up simultaneously. The stroke of luck is that you're going to have choices, which is always better than feeling stuck with no options. But the warning here is to be really discerning about what's fantasy versus what's actually achievable. Some of these cups contain treasures and some contain illusions. And part of your journey right now is developing the wisdom to tell the difference. I'm picking up that someone might make you big promises, or you might get swept up in daydreaming about ideal scenarios. This card is asking you to stay grounded and realistic, even while you're being optimistic about possibilities. The really lucky part of this energy is that your imagination is so active right now. You're able to visualize multiple futures for yourself, and that creative power is actually going to help you manifest what you want. But you need to focus your energy on one clear goal rather than scattering yourself across too many dreams. I'm also getting that this card relates to the Two of Swords we just talked about. Like maybe the reason you've been indecisive is because there are actually more than two options, and you're feeling overwhelmed by all the possibilities. The news coming might add even more choices to the mix initially, but then something will happen that helps you eliminate the options that aren't serving your highest good. Trust your intuition with this, Capricorn. If something seems too good to be true, or if an opportunity requires you to compromise your values, that's probably one of the illusory cups you should avoid. The fourth card is Ace of Cups, and oh my goodness. This is where things get really beautiful. After all that confusion and restriction we talked about with the previous cards, the universe is bringing you a completely fresh start in the emotional realm. This is pure, overflowing emotional energy, Capricorn. The news you're about to receive has a strong connection to matters of the heart, and it's going to feel like a divine gift. I'm seeing that some of you might hear from someone you care deeply about, or you might meet someone new who stirs feelings you haven't experienced in a long time. This ace is literally the hand of the universe extending a cup that's overflowing with love, compassion, joy, and spiritual connection. The stroke of luck here is that you're being given a chance to experience love in its purest form, whether that's romantic love, self-love, or a deep spiritual awakening. What I find really powerful about this card showing up in your reading is that it comes after the Devil and the confusion of the Seven of Cups, which tells me you're being rewarded for the inner work you've been doing and the clarity you're about to achieve. This ace represents new beginnings that are emotionally fulfilling and aligned with your soul's purpose. If you've been feeling emotionally closed off or guarded, this energy is going to soften your heart and make you willing to be vulnerable again. For some of you, this might manifest as news about a pregnancy, an engagement, or the start of a significant relationship. For others, it could be a creative project that comes from the heart, or a spiritual practice that brings deep emotional healing. The key message here is that you're being invited to open up and receive love in all its forms. Don't let past disappointments make you reject this gift when it arrives. I'm also getting that this Ace of Cups is connected to forgiveness, either forgiving someone else or forgiving yourself. The news coming might involve an apology or a healing conversation that allows emotional wounds to finally close. This is such a blessed card to have in your reading, and it's telling me that no matter what challenges you've faced, your heart's capacity for love and joy is being restored and renewed. Asterisk. Now let me pull the fifth card, and it's Knight of Wands. And the energy just completely shifted when this card came out. This is action, passion, adventure, and bold moves. Capricorn. After that beautiful emotional new beginning with the Ace of Cups, the universe is saying it's time to do something about it. This knight doesn't sit around waiting for things to happen. He charges forward with confidence and enthusiasm. The news coming your way is going to inspire you to take bold action toward what you want. I'm seeing sudden travel plans, impulsive decisions that turn out amazingly well, or a surge of motivation that propels you forward in a situation where you've been stagnant. The stroke of luck here is that your timing is going to be absolutely perfect, even if your actions feel spontaneous or risky. This knight is a fire sign energy, so for you as an earth sign Capricorn, this might feel a bit outside your comfort zone. You usually like to plan everything carefully and move methodically, but this card is encouraging you to embrace a more spontaneous approach right now. Sometimes the best opportunities come to those who are willing to leap without seeing the entire staircase. I'm getting that someone with strong Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius energy might enter your life soon and shake things up in the best way. This person could be a romantic interest, a business partner, or just someone who inspires you to be more daring and adventurous. If you've been playing it safe in any area of your life, this Knight of Wands energy is saying it's time to take some calculated risks. The news you receive might be an invitation to do something that scares you a little but also excites you deeply. Maybe it's a job offer in a new city, a chance to travel somewhere you've always dreamed of going, or an opportunity to pursue a passion project you've been putting off. What I love about this card is that it brings such dynamic, forward-moving energy after the contemplative nature of some of the earlier cards. You're not just receiving information and processing it, you're being called to act on it swiftly and confidently. Trust your instincts and don't overthink things too much during this period. Your first impulse is probably the right one. The sixth card is Four of Cups, and this is interesting because it's creating a really important balance in your reading, while the Knight of Wands is charging forward. This card is reminding you not to overlook something valuable that's already in your life. I'm seeing that with all the exciting news and new opportunities coming your way. There's a risk of taking for granted what you already have. This person in the card is sitting under a tree looking bored or dissatisfied with 3 cups in front of them, while the universe is literally offering a 4th cup from the clouds. The stroke of luck here is actually about recognition and gratitude. Sometimes we're so focused on what we don't have or what's next that we miss the blessings right in front of us. The news coming might make you realize the value of something or someone you've been ignoring or underappreciating. I'm picking up on relationship energy here strongly. Like maybe you've been so focused on finding someone new or fantasizing about an ideal partner that you haven't noticed someone who's been showing you genuine care and interest. Or in career terms, maybe you've been so busy looking for the next big opportunity that you haven't fully utilized the resources and connections you already possess. This card is asking you to check in with yourself about whether you're actually dissatisfied with your current situation, or if you're just restless and assuming the grass is greener elsewhere. The lucky break is that you're going to have a moment of clarity where you see your current circumstances with fresh eyes and appreciate aspects of your life you've been taking for granted. However, this card can also indicate that it's completely valid if you are genuinely ready to move on from something that no longer serves you. Not every cup that's offered to you needs to be accepted just because it's there. The key is being honest with yourself about whether you're running away from something or towards something. I'm also getting that some of you might receive an offer or opportunity that looks good on paper but doesn't actually align with what you truly want. And this card is giving you permission to say no and wait for something better. Discernment is your superpower right now, Capricorn. Don't let FOMO or pressure from others make you settle for less than what your soul is calling for. The seventh card that came through is the Star, and I actually got emotional when I flipped this because this is one of the most hopeful, healing cards in the entire deck. After all the complexity and confusion of the earlier cards, the Star is like a beacon of light guiding you home. This is divine hope. Capricorn, this is the universe telling you that you're on the right path and everything is going to work out better than you can currently imagine. The news coming your way has a spiritual dimension to it, like it's part of a larger divine plan for your life. This card shows a naked woman pouring water from two pitchers, one into a pool and one onto land, which represents the flow between the conscious and unconscious mind, the material and spiritual realms. You're being given the gift of clarity, inspiration, and renewed faith. If you've been going through a difficult time or feeling lost and hopeless, this card is a direct message from the universe that healing is here and your prayers have been heard. The stroke of luck is enormous with this card because the Star represents wishes coming true, guidance from higher powers and protection from your angels and spirit guides. I'm getting that some of you might have been feeling disconnected from your spiritual practice, or questioning whether the universe really has your back. And this card is confirmational evidence that you are loved, supported, and being guided toward your highest good. The news you receive might feel faded or like a miracle, something that restores your belief in magic and possibility. This is also a card of authenticity and being true to yourself. The woman in the card is naked and vulnerable, which symbolizes showing up as your genuine self without pretense or masks. Part of the luck coming your way is connected to you being willing to be authentic and transparent about who you are and what you want. When you stop performing for others and start living from your truth, the universe rewards you with opportunities and people that resonate with your real frequency. I'm also seeing that this card relates to healing work you might be doing, whether that's physical healing, emotional therapy, or spiritual development. The news coming could be about a breakthrough in your healing journey or discovering a practice or person who helps you in profound ways. For some of you, this might literally be about stargazing, astrology, or cosmic events that hold significance for you personally. Pay attention to synchronicities and signs from the universe during this time because they're trying to communicate with you. The Star is card number 17 in the tarot, and 17 reduces to 8, which is the number of infinity and karmic balance. This tells me that good karma is coming back to you now for seeds you planted in the past, maybe even past lives. You're entering a golden period of grace where the universe is actively working in your favor. The 8th card is 6 of Pentacles, and this is bringing such abundant, generous energy to your reading. This card is all about giving and receiving, the flow of resources and support between people. The news coming is going to involve an exchange of some kind, Capricorn. I'm seeing that either you're going to be in a position to help someone significantly, or someone is going to extend help to you right when you need it most. This could manifest as financial assistance, career mentorship, emotional support, or spiritual guidance. The stroke of luck here is that you're going to experience the beauty of reciprocity and realize that we're all connected in this web of mutual support. What you give comes back to you multiplied, and what you need is provided often from unexpected sources. I'm picking up that some of you might receive a bonus at work, an unexpected financial gift, or an opportunity to increase your income. For others, this might be about receiving recognition or appreciation for work you've done. Finally getting acknowledgement you've been waiting for. This card can also indicate that you're going to be approached by someone who needs your expertise or resources, and you'll be in a position to be generous without depleting yourself. What I find really beautiful about this card is that it represents balanced giving. The figure in the card is using scales to ensure fairness. This tells me that the exchanges happening in your life right now are going to feel equitable and right, not like anyone is taking advantage. If you've been feeling taken for granted or exploited in any relationship or situation, this card signals a shift toward more balanced dynamics. You're learning to give from a place of abundance rather than obligation, and to receive graciously without guilt. I'm also getting strong energy around charity, volunteering, or philanthropy with this card. Some of you might get news about an opportunity to contribute to a cause you care about, or you might be inspired to use your resources to make a positive impact. The universe is showing you that you have more than enough to share, and that your generosity will be rewarded in ways you can't predict. This is also a card about financial wisdom and learning to manage resources effectively. The news coming might involve advice from a financial mentor or discovering a new strategy for building wealth. Pay attention to people who offer you guidance during this time because they're being sent by the universe to help you level up. The 9th card is 3 of Cups, and the energy just became so joyful and celebratory with this pull. This is about friendship, community, celebration, and emotional fulfillment through connection with others. The news you're going to receive has a social component to it. Capricorn, I'm seeing gatherings, parties, reunions, or collaborations that bring you immense joy. This could be an invitation to a wedding, a celebration in your honor, or just spontaneous good times with people you love. The stroke of luck is that you're entering a period where your social life becomes really fulfilling and you feel deeply connected to your tribe. After spending time in solitude or feeling isolated, this card says you're about to experience the warmth and support of genuine friendship. What I love about this card is that it represents sisterhood and brotherhood, people who celebrate your wins and support you through challenges. The three women in this card are raising their cups in a toast, which symbolizes honoring each other and recognizing the value each person brings. You might reconnect with old friends you haven't seen in a while, or form new friendships that feel instant and deep. I'm also getting strong creative collaboration energy here. Like maybe you're going to team up with others on a project that combines your talents in exciting ways. If you work in a creative field, this could be news about a partnership or group project that takes off beautifully. For some of you, this Three of Cups is literally about celebrating good news, maybe an engagement, pregnancy announcement, or achievement that calls for champagne and dancing. The universe is saying you deserve to celebrate yourself and your accomplishments without downplaying them or waiting for permission. This is also a fertility card, so if you've been trying to conceive or thinking about starting a family, this is a very positive sign. Beyond literal fertility, this card represents creative fertility and the birth of new ideas and projects through collaboration. I'm picking up that the news coming might involve a group decision or collective effort, where everyone involved benefits and feels excited. This is teamwork at its finest, where egos are set aside and people work together toward a common vision. The emotional fulfillment represented by this card is profound because it reminds us that we're not meant to do life alone. Connection and community are essential for our well-being and happiness. Don't isolate yourself or try to be self-sufficient to the point of loneliness. Capricorn, let people in and allow yourself to both give and receive friendship. The 10th and final card in your reading is Nine of Wands. And this card is bringing such powerful energy of resilience and determination. This person in the card has been through battles. You can see they're bandaged and weary, but they're still standing strong with their wand held firmly. This tells me that the news coming your way is going to require you to dig deep and find reserves of strength you didn't know you had. Now I know this might sound challenging after all the positive cards we've pulled, but here's the thing, this card isn't about defeat, it's about victory being within reach. You're so close to achieving what you've been working toward, but there's one more push required. The stroke of luck here is that you've already survived everything that's tried to knock you down, and you're absolutely capable of handling whatever comes next. I'm getting that some of you have been through a really tough period recently, maybe dealing with obstacles, setbacks, or people who've tried to undermine you. This Nine of Wands is saying that your persistence and refusal to give up is about to pay off in major ways. The news coming might initially feel like another challenge or responsibility being added to your plate, but you have the strength and experience to handle it. What makes this card lucky, despite its serious appearance, is that it represents the wisdom you've gained through adversity. You're not naive or easily fooled anymore. You know how to protect yourself and your interests while still moving forward. I'm seeing that this card is also about healthy boundaries and knowing when to say no or when to push back against demands that don't serve you. The news you receive might require you to stand your ground or defend something you've built, and this card promises that you have the courage and conviction to do so successfully. For some of you, this might be about defending your relationship, your business, your reputation, or your values against criticism or attack. Trust that you're protected and that your integrity will shine through any attempts to discredit you. This card can also indicate that you're about to complete a long-term project or goal that's required sustained effort over time. The finish line is in sight even if you can't quite see it yet. Don't give up now, Capricorn. Your persistence is your superpower and the universe is about to reward your dedication. I'm also picking up that this card relates back to the devil we started with. Like you've been fighting to free yourself from limitations, and this Nine of Wands represents the final stages of that liberation. You're almost there. Keep going. So Capricorn. When I look at your entire reading from start to finish, I'm seeing such a powerful journey of transformation and manifestation. You're breaking free from old limitations, making important decisions with newfound clarity, receiving emotional gifts from the universe, taking bold action, appreciating what you have while remaining open to more, receiving divine guidance and hope, experiencing abundance and reciprocity, celebrating with your community, and standing strong in your power as you cross the finish line. The news coming your way is multi-layered and it's going to touch different areas of your life. But the overall theme is that you're being supported by forces beyond your understanding, and everything is lining up for your highest good. This stroke of luck isn't just one single event. It's a whole cascade of fortunate circumstances and opportunities that are going to unfold. My advice is to stay present, trust your intuition, be willing to take inspired action, and remember that you're never alone on this journey. The universe has your back and amazing things are coming your way. I hope this reading resonated with you and gave you some clarity about what's ahead. Thanks for letting me share these insights with you today.